Legion lock in the news. Special alert. Hot off the presses. We gotta talk about it. Legion lock the fuck in.
I started my career with $10 and I turned it into millions of dollars by becoming one of the best in the world.
How old I was, 27, 28,
yeah.
You know, and I'm playing, 50, 100,000 blinds.
All right, we're here, Las Vegas, late night, November 4th, election day coming tomorrow. We're all gambling on it. In the poker world, there's a lot of interesting things happening in the poker world. I'm gonna start talking more about it on my podcast. Patrick Leonard woke up in the morning, Pat's Poker. I think a lot of people in the community know him, longtime tournament player, very successful tournament player, content creator, shares his thoughts a lot on social media. He woke up to a refund, $152,000. Can you imagine that? You're sitting there in the morning, the sun hit your face, you roll over, you look in your email, you got $152,000 due to severe breaches of security and ecology agreement. Ay, who fucked up and what did they do? So GGPoker bans an account, hits up Pads with a refund. Obviously, then you're asking the question, what the hell happened here? Why this guy gets back so much money? And we're gonna go over here to Poker Org, Dave Woods. Shout out to Dave Woods, put up a great article basically reporting on this. And so I saw this a little bit a few months ago. It was a 25K buy-in GG Millions event. So it was this pretty big event, WSOP Bracelet on the line, and the bragging rights to say you're a bracelet winner. Obviously, first place, $1.1 million, was a huge prize pool. And a guy by the name of Forzatilia, am I saying that right? I don't think I'm saying that right. But Francisco Garofalo won, and the final table was basically a bunch of killers. It was Chris Brewer, Bryn, Kenney, Adrian Mateos, Roman Harabek, Oli Shemian, Dimitar Danshev, Samuel Millar. I feel like we got a lot of crushers here. Pads was in the mix. So this guy gets first place. Everyone's wondering, who the fuck is this guy? He's got 38,000 winnings. Obviously somebody is using that account. It isn't, who knows who that person is, right? We don't know who it is. Is it an underage person? Is it somebody that was banned on the site? Nobody knows, but now this guy is banned officially as $1.1 million gets refunded. One of the biggest refunds we've ever seen. Not the biggest, but one of the biggest we've seen. And pretty incredible. I mean, Dave reported on this that it's actually not the biggest, because the biggest was back in the day, 2007, WCOOP main event Poker Stars, 1.3 million was refunded. Mark Telscher, I mean, we've seen this all the time, that somebody wins a big event and they're playing on a brother's account or something like that, or it's a pro playing on a fish account, or it's a pro playing, they're banned for multi-accounting, so then they go get their 8th account, they get their 10th account. So we don't know exactly if that's what took place here. We don't know if it was something else where they were cheating in some other type of way, because hey, if they have no winnings, they basically have 35K in winnings. Obviously this isn't a known player. To them to be able to beat one of the hardest final tables that you could possibly put together in a 25K buy-in event and $1.1 million, there's people capable of that, but they're probably already going to be known. So if they're flying under the radar, and I guess GGPoker did some more due diligence and they decided to refund back all this money. And most people on Twitter were basically talking about, they were saying like, well, I mean, most sites would just keep the money, right? Most sites would not necessarily refund the money. I just wouldn't tell you, right? We very rarely hear this in a big pool where the whole entire field gets paid out. And Patrick also said on Twitter, massive props to GG for doing this refund. I assume they refunded $1.1 million everybody. Hilariously, guy who bubbled went to bed 2 hours before the bubble, ended up mid-cashing after all. So yeah, pretty interesting. Chris Brewer also said that he is not going to get the bracelet, and I think that is something interesting to think about, because if this guy, Garofalo, was doing something out of line, he's disqualified, then in my opinion, Brewer should get bumped up. He should be able to get that title. He should be able to get a 25K title under his belt. He should be able to get the bracelet. He should be able to get the bragging rights. And I don't know. That's the way I would think about it. So if it was my events, that's probably how I would handle it. This is obviously a very rare circumstance that comes up. So, but I don't think that giving him that would be out of line. But if they decide they don't want to do that, up to them. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And Patrick also pointed out, and this has been a very popular issue, the security of poker. It's a topic I'm going to be covering a lot. It's a topic I'm talking to all the poker sites that I talk to about, because how are they going to stop these common strategies people have developed with the tools and with the software? And they've been banned from the site for one reason or another, and then they've chosen to come back. They make who knows how many accounts these people have, right? We know sometimes on some sites they've got 100 accounts. So who knows what systems people develop, stables developed. We know a common strategy people do is they play through other accounts like a beard, or they get KYC with someone else's name. Sometimes they have a person operator click in the buttons and they are feeding them data. There's all sorts of situations. So what do you think, Legion? Who is this mysterious Italian, and are we ever going to find out? Should GG be transparent about who is behind this account? And should Chris Brewer get the bracelet and get the title? Because I think that he should get the bracelet. Let me know what you think below. Be back soon. Ivy's coming up here. Brad, I'm going to be on here. WPT Roundtable, Venny VD the GOAT, a bunch of the top players, creators, people behind the scenes coming on the show. I'm excited. Lock in, subscribe for more.